Hey, sorry for interrupting. This is Perry Kurtz, and I just want to tell you I've got a new podcast. I know you're saying, oh, great, another one. Well, this one's different. It's called Happy News with Perry Kurtz. Happy news, good stuff, things to make you feel good about life. We're going to be talking to famous and infamous people that are friends of mine and discussing the happy news. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, CastBox, and wherever you listen to your podcast, as well as watching us on Binge on This on YouTube.
Welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other, where...
I almost said Olden Times TV.
I know, same here. I don't know why I almost said Olden Times TV, but you should check that out, too, because that's an amazing show. Those two guys on there are super handsome.
Facts.
So I am Sam, and I'm with this guy named Bryan.
All these notes.
All them notes.
And I have them all organized and everything.
And today, I guess we have a very special
Random
birthday episode of Bryan.
Last week was the episode, remember?
No.
Did you see the title for the episode?
No.
It says Bryan's birthday
But it didn't happen yet.
bonanza. But the whole thing was about birthdays on 9/11. We even sang a 9/11 song about people whose
It was
birthdays.
a 9/11 episode.
You said I go back and listen to
It's
it.
a 9/11.
I go back and I edit it, and at the very beginning, I do like a radio bit, where we open up, and I'm like, hey, like today on a sunny day in 9/11, and then like at the very end, I go, well, what are we supposed to do? We dwindle off, and I'm like, what are we supposed to do? You're like, supposed to do for what? And I'm like, for 9/11, like as a tribute. I thought maybe we'd have like a DJ tribute, and you're like, that's not how you tribute 9/11. Like, that's not what you do. And I was like, and the whole show from there. Have you not heard that joke?
No, I just remember it was pretty bad.
It was great. I loved it. I enjoyed it. That's what I felt as my birthday. Yeah, because I remember the whole song was about like people who had to deal with the birthdays of after 9/11, and like,
oh yeah,
whole birthday would just be.
Well, shit, you don't want your present then?
But that's the oh yeah.
You want a present?
What is it? Is it on camera?
Well, it will be on camera. Hold on.
So that right there, real quick. I only have one major rant. Oh, it is a real present. Oh, nice. It's on camera. So
this happened.
As always, guys, remember that you can find us on This, That, and the Other on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox. But if you want to see us, hey, sick. Nice.
So it's a Rick and Morty comic book for those who can't.
We're down to
visually
one right
see it
now, but if you guys want to check it out, it's a Rick and Morty pocket like you stole it. My boy Rick. As you can tell, we're a bunch of Rick and Morty guys. So
yeah, I read the first couple pages. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, sick. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, go check that out, guys. It's a graphic novel, Rick and Morty.
So if you want to wish him a happy birthday, give us a like and subscribe.
You can try. That's nice. Look at that.
Yeah,
I included this, not that it overshadows this, but I finally got the car thing settled out, which was really nice.
Yeah.
So that was a
things
little,
are looking up.
Let's see what else. To-do list, and I don't want to hit those notes. Let's get into this ranting though.
Oh yeah, I got a few of those.
Hit me with your rants, man. Oh, this is nice, bruh. I like.
It's
I'm gonna try my best not to read it all the way through this episode.
Man, I wish I almost didn't want it because I was like, oh, I should get him a comic. I went there and now I'm like, I'm gonna subscribe back to Batman. I might get this. I might get that.
You're gonna get a pull box. A whole box. Yeah, no, I went through the same thing the other day at the Golden Apple.
Yeah,
I was like in there and I was like, oh,
at least like one title. Maybe just stay up on like Detective Comics or something.
Yeah. No, I can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
So what's your rant?
Dickheads in this city, especially when you think, yo, this is my fucking street, blah, 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 blah. I get to do whatever I want. So the other day I'm on my way to the gym. I'm like, let me get gas so that way I don't have to stop for work. I pull into the gas station. When I go to the gym, it's morning rush hour, so the gas station is packed. There's one spot open. I come around, and this dude in like one of those giant trucks has both spots taken. Both of them? Both of them. So I kind of pull right up underneath his bumper because it's lifted, so I could pull underneath his bumper. I get out. I'm actually touching his bumper, so I get back in, and I back up just a hair.
Classic.
I have to go in and pay. I'm trying to figure out who it is. And I think I know who it is. Some dude, some shit fucking piece of shit with tattoos and stuff like that. You could just tell he was just garbage. I walk back out.
You could just tell.
I judge people by their tattoos. Being a tattoo artist, I can tell what type of person you are by your tattoos. Yes, really quickly.
What if you just have like a shitty tattoo artist?
You're usually around shitty people. Yeah, like someone who. Anyway, long story short, I go back out there. I have to stretch the cord to pump my gas. This dude walks out, and I point at his truck. I go, "Hey, man, why are you taking 2 spots?" He's not even getting gas at this time. No, because the gas can thing is on the other side. The gas, the filler thing is on the other side.
Yeah.
And he looks at me and goes, "Fuck you, pussy. What you gonna do? This is my neighborhood, dude."
What?
So I was so shocked that I just went, "Dude, I was laughing. I went, "You're such a dick." Like, it was like, "Oh my God, you're such a dick." And he's like, "It's my neighborhood. I do what I want." And gets in the truck. Behind him is an old man, his grandfather, getting into the other side. And I'm still like, "What?"
Or his husband, because it's could be his husband.
And I was like, "Dude, your grandson is such a dick." And you could tell when he gets in, he's like, "What is this guy talking about?" And he was all like, "Just get in the truck, get in the truck." And I just kept going like, "You're such a dick." I just kept doing this. "You're such a dick."
Yeah.
And I could have smashed a guy so bad. You could tell, just pudgy, short, just a dick.
Yep.
And I tried not to let it ruin my day, but it set me off on a wrong path for the rest of the day.
In LA.
Dude, my blood was boiling. It's my neighborhood, pussy. I do what I want. It's morning rush hour. We're trying to get gas. Get the fuck out of the way.
What neighborhood was it?
Fucking Van Nuys, obviously.
He was Mr. Van Nuys' kid.
Yeah, right.
That was the Mr. Van Nuys.
And then as I'm driving away, I'm thinking of all the great comebacks I could have said.
That's the worst.
That's when I started getting even more mad.
That's the worst.
When I was like, I could have said this. I could have said that. I could have been like, "Yeah, like you said, your neighbor's a piece of shit."
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like, "Oh, you got real far there, buddy."
Oh, you're Mr. Van Nuys? That's my personal favorite.
Yeah,
oh,
that would have been good.
You're Mr. McDonald.
But see, you would have thought of that 20 minutes down the road.
Yeah. I think there's been a lot of... I've been in good mood, though, lately, so I haven't been able to... I've been just kind of pushing things up. I did find myself in a situation where things were getting a little aggressive to the point where someone was like, "Well, come on, do something."
Oh.
And I was like, "Ooh!" Like I just,
Who?
I was at waiting in line. Not at a gas station. It was something else, like a Ralph's or something. I don't know. But I just piped up, like, and I was just saying something, and then the guy turned around and he was like, "What'd you say? Like, you want to step outside in the whole thing?" And I was just like, this isn't even. Every time that happens, I look at my hand, and I'm always like, that's not even worth breaking my hand over you.
Well, and again, it's like the guy is definitely not important enough to get my day to get arrested or
go
to
down
get
to the
whatever,
towers or anything like that,
or anything. Even if I'm in the right, it's just it was not worth giving the effort. But then it's just like my animal side. Any other time period, I could have shot that man in the face.
Not any other time period, but I feel you.
Like, okay, let's just say the Middle Ages.
800 years ago.
Middle Ages to
Frontier's time?
Dude.
If you'd been walking through in a saloon.
120 years ago, I could have been like Gentleman's Duel. Not even. There's still places I could duel him.
I guess 125 years ago. Yeah. There's some places in Mississippi.
Dude, it was in like Michigan somewhere where you could get a cop involved where they can watch you fight.
That's Washington. They got that, or Oregon. They got that clear fighting law where,
I'd have been like, consent. "Stay here. We're calling 911. I'm gonna fight
you. Wait right here, sir."
Or whatever.
I'm gonna call 911. Yeah, I'm with you. No, that's
fucking. Let's do it. Like this gentleman's duel.
Cool.
You're a pussy. I just start filming him. You're a pussy if you don't fight me. Come on now.
Just go to the back of your car and pull out the box.
Well, the thing is, it's like I have his face, his tattoos, and his car, his truck ingrained in my head. And if I happen to see him, I want to fuck his truck up.
That's probably another moment though too, where you'll hit that and you'll be like, "Is it worth it?" Like, yeah.
Probably. I'm just saying that to make myself feel better right now.
Yeah.
But if he's just getting out of his truck and you run up and you just hit him in the back of the knee with a stick, and then you get back in your car, be like, "Call me pussy now."
Yeah, real quick, just childlike, just. and just crack the back of his leg and just book it.
Yeah.
That's why you need one of those motorized bikes, because then you can do all that type of shit and just hop on the motorized bike and just just book it.
He's all, fuck you, pussy.
Yeah, and he's just like, I need. And I'm like, that's the motorized bike bandit guarantee. And just zip right off. You wouldn't catch anybody on a motorized bike.
That's why cops don't pursue motorized bikes.
Yeah, they can't even. They wouldn't even try. Well, that sucks, man. Yeah, no.
So that set me off for a bad day, and I had a bad day that day. And not that like I kept going on about him. It just put a weird thing on my day.
Yeah, that's bound to happen though.
Yeah, but first thing in the
after that,
and again, it was just like it was a progression of things because I need to take a vacation. We're actually taking an Airbnb. I need to get the fuck out of Dodge. Just too many people.
Yeah.
And that morning, I was especially woke up like I just want to go to the gym. I just want to be left alone. I open my garage door and people are parked in front of it because last night they went out and their friends came and stayed over at my neighbor's house. So they parked in front of my garage. So there's that. So then I have to fucking deal with that. I get out of that. I go down the driveway in front of the gate. Someone else is parked.
Yeah.
And so
you're all the way in the back.
So at that point, I'm just like, guys, I'm just trying to get to the gym. Like, why is everyone in my way? No one's supposed to be parked here. What the fuck? And then I go get gas, and then it's all, fuck you, pussy. That was like, I've been awake for 20 minutes, half hour, and 3 consecutive things happen in a row, and I was just like, blah, fucking.
I hear you, man. I think the
and
one
people
thing,
need to be punched in the fucking mouth. You don't
Yeah.
just go, fuck you, pussy, it's my neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh yeah, I'm with you. That's the thing. Some people are ballsy because he doesn't know you.
Yeah.
Like, you could be carrying a fucking piece and you could reach right into your car and just fucking... You could have gotten in there and pulled out your... I have a machete in my car. No one knows me.
I got that nightstick thing or the...
No one knows me from Adam. Anybody could... And it goes both ways. That's
like,
why...
Because he could have been... For all I know, he could have been in a gang.
He could have been someone.
Yeah.
He could have literally been... So even if you did stomp
He did have a
him,
nice brand new truck.
even if you did fuck this dude up, like, that tiny victory, like... And again, I'm only speaking about this because I'm doing a lot of
And I was thinking about that. I was
self-evaluation,
like, what if this is his neighborhood? Really, his neighborhood.
Yeah.
And like, I'm living in it, and everyone's all like,
turns right around John Wick style.
Well, almost, pretty much. Like I go to the McDonald's up here, and all of a sudden it's like, fuck, everyone's just saying some shit.
You
and I'm
never
just
know.
like-
it sounds
I'm like,
crazy,
what?
but that type of shit can it happens.
I just walk around with a sword at that point, like a fucking
No,
broadsword.
see, that's what I'm saying.
Say some shit.
Keep the machete
I got a
around.
broadsword.
No, man, fuck that. No,
I got a William Wallace sword, motherfucker.
There are levels, like, I think,
Take
like,
some blue face paint.
especially if they have people with them. Not that his grandpa would have thrown hands with you, but if there were
I
other
couldn't have
people
touched it. The guy
there,
was old. The guy was old, and he didn't even help him up. The truck, he had to climb it.
yeah, I don't know why. And who knows? Who knows what's going to happen on that dude's day? You know, what I'm
And
saying? Like,
and there was a bunch of other
What a rude
things that
way.
were really just pissing me off. Look, if someone says hello, this is another rant. I'm segueing. If someone
Get
says hello
Really,
to
how
you
many
and you happen to look away at that time, but you realized he said hello to you, take the time to look back.
yeah.
And you ever have that awkward like, hey, how's it going? And they look away, and then you're kind of stuck, hands up, and it's almost like when you try to shake
Kinda.
someone's hand, and they leave you hanging because
There's no
see you.
acknowledging nod or nothing.
Nothing.
There's no.
I had 3 of those in the same day too, 3 or 4, some shit like that, where I'm just like, hey, nothing.
Wait, are you asking for service or are you saying hello
like
to someone?
like when I went to class and someone was sitting across, looking right at me, and I go, hey man, how's it going? And they're all,
oh, they're not about your life then. That's just
and
homies
I'm just like,
yeah.
that's the guy I made fun of. He's a acupuncturist, and I was like, I don't believe in that shit. And that's his job.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, yeah, man, I just did some woo woo shit.
Yeah, there was somebody who was telling me about how they took their dog to an acupuncturist.
I'm like, you're an idiot.
She was like, he's in Malibu, but you might find someone a lot closer. And I'm like, bitch, if you're going all the way to Malibu for your fucking doctor, like, I can already tell you're not even dealing with the same level.
And so he's going on about like, well, 4,000 years of research, and I'm like,
It might work.
Look, I know some powerlifters that
Do acupuncture?
that get knots.
Do the suction.
No, they get knots way deep
Oh.
in, like, let's say their calf, their leg muscles and stuff like that, so deep that they actually have to stick a needle 3 inches into your leg to get to that and break it open. That's different. So there's benefits to sticking needles in your body.
But just acupuncturing on its own.
Just putting in the tip of your skin, and he's like, yeah, but when you hit the chakra,
You might hit that. That's what I
He
was gonna
said-
say.
he
You
said-
might hit that chakra.
this is a white man
Hey, man.
who grew up with money, whose parents were in show business, so he had no problems. He grew up in the valley.
LA is wild, isn't it?
And now he's an acupuncturist.
And he probably makes mad money too.
I don't know. He drives a fast car, and he's telling me about chakras.
Hey, bro.
Putting the little when chakra
seen
goes
all
in,
those.
he goes. You can feel the needle straighten. I'm like, so wait, the needle's not straight when you put it in? Like, what are you talking about?
Wild, bro. People are wild out
So
here.
it's
awesome.
He got kind of butthurt.
I love it. It's awesome. So that was one of the dudes who didn't say hi to you?
That was before I even butthurt him. And then there was someone else. I felt like maybe I wasn't saying it loud enough. And after the third one for the day, in my head, I'm like, that's
Stop
it.
saying hi to people.
I'm done for the day. Because
yeah.
this was that day of that fuck you pussy. And like by the end of the day, classes at night. And I'm like, the third person that didn't say, I was like, fuck it.
Judy Bloom kind of day.
I just kind of kept my
Fuck
head down.
you guys.
And then they were like asking me about the script. I'm like, don't know, don't care.
Fuck you guys. Yeah, I think especially when you start off at the beginning like that, when someone says this is my
whole
neighborhood,
arc of the day was like,
yeah.
Holy shit.
There's
man.
no heroic redemption on that end until you get home, and then at that point.
And then I tried to unload it all on Jane, and she was just like, what the fuck? You know.
Well, that's a good rant.
Yeah.
I have a rant, but it's not going to be that good.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what were you gonna?
No,
what were you segueing
I'm not
into?
going to rant about the vet bills. They took care of Mina, but
there's nothing
I'll
you
update
can
the
really
people
say
on
about
Mina.
that. The dogs are
Because did we update on the week? We didn't do our weekly update. We just went to rants.
Well, that's what we wanted. That's what you wanted to do, right?
True. Mina had to have surgery. She had a melanoma out of all things. She was, her skin.
Nature's weird though. It's not like I can sit here and be like, "Don't drink and drive. Don't let your dogs get melanoma." Like, but you can be like, "Check your dog."
She grew up in Arizona and she laid in the sun for hours on end. She's a
that's
very pale
small
dog, and all of a
potatoes.
sudden, I saw a discolored mole out of nowhere, and then there was a mole within a mole. It was definitely melanoma, so they had to cut it out. But they took like 3 inches off of her.
Am I supposed to go to the doctor every time I pee blood? Like, am I supposed to? Is the dog supposed to? Like,
I mean, yeah. So, but it cost an arm and a leg, and I have insurance for her, but I don't think I had it long enough. So, fuck insurance companies. That's the next thing.
Well,
insurance companies can kiss my ass.
I'm all right with insurance, bro. Look, I just spent.
You're okay with insurance?
I'm
It's a
high
racket
right now.
It's a racket.
I was at a meeting last night. I was at a AA meeting. Yeah. That's it's been pretty chill.
Yeah.
I am hitting that point though. No, like there's 2 things that I do want to say about that. One, I always learn something from going to those meetings. Like I always walk away feeling better.
You're like, I'm not that bad.
Every
I'm not
time
that
I
bad.
walk in there, I look around and I've only shared a couple of times, but when I do share, and I'm like, yeah, man, and then
You're in here for some weed,
and then I broke my hand, and I'm like, yeah, and I know that sounds pretty like not bad compared to the rest of you guys, and everyone laughs and they nod and they're like, yeah, like because that is, but it's the beginning. It was like they're like, yeah, we get it, homie. Like, good thing you caught it, but no, that's not. There are people in there that have killed people or whatever, like have done horrible things.
You ever suck dick for some weed?
So, but one, I always learn something which is really dope, and then 2,
that you ain't shit.
It
You're
is
like,
starting to hit that cycle though, where I can hear it in people's voices, where like they're like, yeah, and AA is the only thing that keeps me alive, or like, and I'm like, ooh, like we're really close to like a line between like full dependency on the program versus learning what you need.
The program is a manual to get away from it all.
I will say though, I hear a lot of people when they go up there and they speak and they go, and when I first started, I used to think, well, I would just take a little bit of this here and a little bit of that here, and I would make my own program, and I wouldn't. And like, I do feel a bit of kind of nervousness because I'm like, I kind of feel what you're saying because I'm right there. Like, I feel that where I'm like, okay, well, I can. Just
it's different for every look, and this is the thing is that, and because I've dealt with a lot of recovery, and I've had a lot of AA and NA meetings and stuff like that. The thing is that I noticed there's a lot of people that. It's different for everybody. Some people just see it one time and they're done.
Yeah.
Some people have to go through the whole program, then they're done. There's some people who have to have a sponsor the rest of their life.
Yeah.
So it's
different for everyone.
Yeah.
And like I'm kind of someone was describing what they called like a pink cloud, where like you're feeling.
When was the last time you had a drink?
It's been like a month and a half.
Oh shit!
Yeah, bro.
But
it's been about a month.
But you're still smoking weed, so
hell yeah, bro.
But you're not sober.
Oh, yeah.
You're not sober.
Look, bro. Compared to what I'll fight tooth and nail for that one though. I'd rather.
But hey, look, let's be honest here. You're not your best self when you're high.
I am.
That's the addiction talking.
Maybe.
You know, that's.
I don't know. I was thinking about chilling on that too, but
well, slow it down for sure. Like,
I've slowed down.
Or I made my weed this last 8th. I just ran out today, almost 3 weeks.
Yeah. See, I'm okay. I mean, I've seen. The stress of the car has been pushing me. I'll admit that. I did the last 2 weeks. I've been smoking a lot more because I've been trying to figure. But now that the car is back, things have kind of calmed down and I'm not smoking a lot. But I would rather smoke for the rest of my life than touch liquor again.
Right. If I had to pick one, yeah. If I had to pick one, yeah.
Yeah, because like
if I had to pick one, heroin.
Yeah. Hey, I always be thinking about that.
No,
that was the one thing I would never touch, though. That would always scared
it's
the
so
living
dirty,
shit out of me.
and you never know what you're getting anymore with all that fentanyl shit.
I just know I have that personality.
Yeah,
where
you didn't know
if
what
I
you're getting
did that,
back.
and I would be like rock and roll. But the meetings are good because one, it's showing me. And again, bro, I can't.
Wouldn't that be funny if the meetings went the other way for you? You're like, I need to step my game up so I could be like one of these guys. Like you're like, okay, I haven't done it. I haven't done enough drinking.
Sorry, guys, I can't call myself an alcoholic till I come back. I'll be back. I'll see you guys in a bit, bro. Like, but I mean, yeah, I see progress in that sense because I'm like, but those people are wild. Some of those people got crazy stories, and so every time I go in there, and that every time I'm in there, I'm like, oof, like that could have been bad, homie.
Dude, just tattooing on Sunset. You see some regular alcoholics out there.
Yeah.
And man.
But I did see what I was looking for, what I was hoping for. I remember when I told you before everything started, I was like, I just want to go there and see people who are functioning and are successful, kind of at what they're doing. And for the most part, that's what you get. For the
where is this?
It's all over. I've been all over.
You've been all over? Okay.
Yeah, I've been a couple all over the place. Usually down in Westwood, but
Westwood, okay.
Yeah. So it's like a cleaner.
Because I heard the one on Sunset, like Anthony Kiedis.
I don't go there anymore. Oh well.
Yeah, the one in Hollywood.
There's one that I missed it. They actually have it at the Comedy Store. The Comedy Store has an AA meeting.
That's probably so packed. It's so annoying.
I didn't go. I tried to make it there.
And that's the thing is people go there because there was a lot of sober living people that I've tattooed that from out here. For some reason, there's a lot of sober living kids out there.
They got the houses up there.
Yeah. But they would tell me it's kind of a joke at this point because people get dressed and done up just to go to AA.
Just to go to AA. Yeah. And that's why I don't like going. I like where I'm at right now.
I want to be at the basement of a church with 5-day-old coffee, a dozen donuts that only have 3 left, and cockroaches.
They seem to be doing well.
I want it to look like Fight Club. Like, remember Fight Club when you go to those meetings? And I want the halogen lights to flicker.
No, that's too much. I go to the nice. I go to
and
the
I
okay,
need people
nice
to be fucking spicking scabs. Like
everyone's nice and everybody's chill, man. And everybody's
that's not a real AA.
Everybody's like, always come back, man. Like,
that's not a real AA.
Cool. So,
hey, shout out to Chase. He's getting it. Yeah, he must have just got his 6-month chip.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I know he was struggling, man, with that.
He is full on everything. Clean. But he's getting pretty yoked again.
Yeah, see, I'm not.
I don't know if he's clean on the yokeness, but
yeah, that's good. It's good. Like I said, I'm excited for the break. It's a good break. I haven't had a break.
That's what I'm doing.
In 10 years.
Yeah.
I pretty much partied and drank for the past 10 years.
I'm quitting. I had a drink the other day.
I'm just taking a break. Yeah. Don't quit. Keep drinking. It's just the tits.
No, I want to
drink again.
I just want to get because I've been feeling bloated and like it's not. I don't feel good.
Sugars and after 7 or next.
I still go to the gym every morning, even if I'm hungover. I go to the gym. I don't care. I didn't go this morning because of Mina. I had to sleep on the floor, and my neck is all kind of fucked up again.
Yeah, that's never been a problem with you. I'm just saying, I'm excited to drink.
Well, you've seen me at my little dip where I have to bounce back up.
I'm excited to drink again. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I like drinking, but
but the problem is when you drink, you hit a point of, and everyone's different. I have a friend who would 2 beers in, it's almost like there's a line.
Yeah.
2 beers in, he was a different person, and he would be putting ketchup in his hand instead of the hot dog and rubbing it all over the hot dog as we're eating. Like, I remember that. He was just, like, pouring it on his hand and slathering it. He's just, it was like, dude, we're 2 beers in.
It's just not crossing that line.
Right. Where's yours? Because you get to a point where I've seen you where there's no one behind.
Yeah.
It's autopilot. And
100%.
I get there, too. I feel like even in blackout drunk, I've been able to listen to reason because I've been there where people are like, hey, man, And I'm just like, okay. And the next day I've been like, they're like, no, you were cool once we said something. And I was like, okay, cool. Even Jane, she's not a drinker, but she's been like, yeah, you were intense, but you're nice. Like people tell you whatever, and all of a sudden it's like cool.
That line is that's what's cool about the break is like because you have to because of the steps you got to go back and kind of like think of all the crazy shit that's happened.
You need to reset your system too.
That was the thing. That was the thing, and that's why when the weed thing, I was like, yeah, like that's probably going to be next because that's another thing too that I haven't stopped doing in a while. It's been like 10 years. It's just good for the lungs.
When
man.
I hit 31, I went through this whole. I don't want to be attached. Well, it's 30, but I got it done by 31. I don't want to have any ball and chain. Yeah. Meaning, like, if I was on a desert island and I had some food or whatever, am I going to freak out about not having cigarettes?
But you would power through that. I guarantee you Tom Hanks in...
a crate of cigarettes
no one knows this. Let me tell you. His character actually had a huge opioid dependency, and that whole film is an addiction story. It's about... Wilson represents his addiction to fucking
Wasn't
opioid.
that in Lost? Remember Lost?
The Hobbit had to kick stuff because he was that rock star.
Yeah.
Hey, Lost was good until everybody figured out how Lost ended, and then Lost didn't end up being good. But that's a good analogy.
Yeah.
What could you
Well, so no, in my head I was like, I don't want to be dependent on anything, and I believe I got rid of everything. I was off of cigarettes for a long time, like years, and coffee was like the only thing I had every once in a while, but it wasn't even that much. I remember one time I was too shaky off of one coffee that I was like, yeah, no more of this. And,
yeah.
But I think it's about that time for me.
I think it's just like you said, it works differently for people. Like for me with the cigarettes, even as many little cigarettes as I was smoking, the half ones and whatever, like I just made a legit promise to like the higher powers of whatever.
Yeah.
I did it on like I call it a ma promise, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, yo, if I break this, she dies. Like
great. Your mom's like, what?
Yeah, she's like,
better not smoke.
I made that, and I haven't had an issue with that. So we've said it before, you've touched on it before where it's just a matter of doing it, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of just being like Dave Foley, the guy from The Kids in the Hall. The Canadian show, the comedy sketch show.
I remember the show. I don't remember which one's Dave Foley.
Like a couple nights ago at Harmontown, and he was
to do with the mustache.
He doesn't have a mustache anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he shaved it off. But yes, that's him, and he's like all white.
Oh, how was that Harmontown?
It was great.
Yeah,
they're stopping it soon, so I've been trying. That was my first one that I went to, and I was like, oh, this is awesome.
I want to go to the Legion of Skanks one. Would be cool.
I want to call me daddy or whatever.
I don't know about Call Me Daddy. There's another one.
Well, I've been meaning to tell you, Perry has this new place that the dude is helping him work out with, and that it has a whole bunch of rooms and it has a recording studio. And Perry was talking to me the other day, and he was like, have you guys ever tried to do the podcast live? And I was like, that's something I've wanted to do for a long time because I feel like our narrative process does very well with people like laughing in the background. In my opinion, I've always felt like our style
live, like of people sitting around us,
people sitting in front of us and listening to us while we do this, and then while we're arguing, people are like, there's like that was. Harmontown for me was always that sort of basis when we started the show. I was like, I just kind of want to do it
because they talk to the
way.
crowd a lot.
They just talk to themselves.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. But they still talk to the crowd.
They use the crowd. They're using the crowd in that sense where, like, So Perry was pitching that, and I was like, yo, that would be fucking dope.
Yeah, but do we have do people know us enough to?
That's the thing.
We have 8 people. Is that a crowd?
8 people is a crowd. 3's a crowd.
Yeah, that's right. I guess so.
3's a crowd. But that was just something that he was. So that was something really cool, and that I was like, oh man, that would be cool. Now that craziness is done of the car, which has been overshadowing a good portion of my life for the past like 3 months, I now have room to breathe. I have new headshots coming in. I'm getting the actors access and all the LA casting back up, like hitting everything back. It's just good to have wheels. I'm in this glow. I'm in that glow. That's why you want ready for my rant? Hit me with my. You ready for this? This is how good of a point I'm at. I'm not saying I don't have some hurdles that I have to deal with in the next couple of months, but who doesn't?
Yeah.
But right now it's the beginning of that. All right, ready? Here's my rant.
Here we go.
Deep dish pizza is not good. Deep dish pizza is not good. It's a waste of money. It's a trick. They're tricking you.
It's a giant quiche.
It's a giant pie. It's a giant disgusting.
No, I don't think it's disgusting. It's not pizza to me.
No crust has ever been made good in a and I've been to Chicago. Yeah. I've eaten pizza in Chicago.
But I had a deep dish. I mean, I've had some great deep dish. I gotta say, I've had some great deep dish. I'm not good. That's not my go to.
I used to work at Uno's, my man. I used to make deep dish dishes.
Really?
Oh, yeah, bro. Back when there used to be Uno's. You remember Uno's?
Yeah, Jane just ate there.
What? There's still Uno's?
Yeah.
They closed the Uno down where I was at.
No, there's still one here. Yeah,
one?
she had a, yes.
Uno's probably has the only close pizza, deep dish pizza.
It was good.
Yeah, but it's not. It's too much cheese. It's just there's too much.
I think. Look,
the ratio of sauce to cheese.
This is the way.
Bread. When have you ever had good crust on a deep dish pizza?
I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember.
Hey,
like I've had not enough deep dishes as opposed to the other pizza.
I had a deep dish the other day.
Well, from where? Not Uno's.
Not Uno's because I thought they were gone. No, I had it because someone didn't pick it up, and so they just
Yeah, I'm sure you get so much good food like that.
I try a lot of fancy places like that. That's why, I work out, but I'm getting stronger. But I keep staying thick. Like I'm thick. Like you know?
So I feel like the normal New York pizza is summer and deep dish is winter food.
Fuck that.
You're going to be in winter. I'd love that deep dish.
And even some of the pizza out here is shit, too. It's crappy pizza. You know what?
I'm very disappointed by the pizza out here.
Thin crust pizza is underrated. Classy, thin crust. Domino's used to make a baller thin crust pizza.
What's that one pizza place that's like...
Pizza Palette. Pizza...
Where you make Pizza Rev, or where you make your own pizza?
No, that's the pizza place. Oh no, that is Pizza Rev. I'm sorry. Yeah. I thought it was the pizza place from Toy Story that you were going to say.
No.
I was like, no, that's the Toy Story.
No, where you make your own
Rev,
pizza.
Yeah,
those are good.
Pizza Revs is a good one
because they go real thin with their dough.
Pizza is based on the dough. The dough makes
the sauce and the cheese.
I think you can overcompensate shitty sauce.
I've had some shitty sauce that fucks everything up.
If the crust is baller.
If the crust is baller and you have some extra sweet sauce, it's gross.
I hate sweet. Do you know that motherfuckers who put ketchup on their spaghetti?
I've done that.
Do you do that? You eat mac and cheese. Do you put mac and cheese and ketchup?
Yeah,
do you put ketchup on your mac and cheese?
Not all the time. I do it.
Why?
Because sometimes I like to put Worcestershire sauce on my mac and cheese.
That's more acceptable. But if you're gonna put that's sugar on top of. And you eat. You know. Eat that when I went shit.
I love Kraft. When I went to Bulgaria, I get off the bus and I'm starving. I go up to this kiosk that sells lunch, and there's a picture of one person pizza with mayo and ketchup, and the pizza had corn on it, and it had a swirl of ketchup and a swirl of mayo on it, and you ate it like tons of mayo on this pizza.
That's disgusting.
It was pretty
They
gross.
love mayo. I'm not saying we don't love mayo as a community in USA. Like, they got mad ranch and shit. The ranch is on everything. Potato salad, which at one point was my go-to thing.
I like mayo. I like Miracle Whip. I like Thousand Island.
They put mayo on
blue
fruit.
Cheese.
They put fruit and mayo together.
Really gross.
It's fruit mayo combinations. You know what's good? Mayo and ketchup put together.
But that's some like 70s shit. That's some 50s shit.
It's grody 70s shit when all they wanted you to do was to eat mayo.
It probably started in the 40s when Dust Bowl was happening. They're like,
here's mud in your eye, Hitler. Check out this new concoction, mayo. Yeah, no, they put that.
We can put it with everything. Try it with some fruit.
Put it on your bread. Mayo kind of. That's how they really started getting us thick, bro. Mayo, man.
No, Crisco.
Crisco?
Yeah, all that
Crisco.
Corn lard and all that.
Do people even use Crisco anymore? Remember when motherfuckers used Maskell all the time? People used to put Crisco in their hair, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep themselves real slick on that.
But hey, man, you cook with it. It's good. Shit's good.
Cooked with Crisco in a minute, man.
I just cook with a lot of butter.
That's my rant. Deep dish pizza isn't a real pizza. I don't like it no more.
I agree. I mean, I agree and I disagree. It's pizza in a way.
All right, let's get into a section.
What is pizza, though? It's just bread with stuff on it.
That's it! Pizza is literally just an open-faced Italian sandwich.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's just an open-faced calzone. It's
an open-faced calzone because calzone is Italian. Pizza is American.
That's it. They literally took
made
calzone.
in New York. And
there is a joint, though, in UCLA. The pita, it's called, like, Bella Pita. But what they do is they make like a full calzone. Think of it like a pie, and they put the meat in there, and then they cut it in half, and then you can fill it with like salad and stuff. And like
That's good.
They bake it though as like a little pie, and then it goes through the little boiler, and it comes out, and then you just cut it right in half, and the air is
That sounds good.
Thing on top of it. It's good stuff. Let's okay, I'm looking at the time, and we're gonna hop into Bryan's notes because I took a lot of notes this week. All right.
What are these notes, Bryan?
Number 1, sexist terms for women in the office. What are some good sexist
That's your
terms?
notes? That's not a note.
It's one of my notes.
How is that a note?
Because somebody said skirts the other day. That's like a joke. They were like talking to a waitress and they were just like, oh, well, I don't know what you think about that. You guys are just skirts or something. I don't know. But
Damn, he said that, huh?
But like in a joyful, playful kind of way. It wasn't like
Right.
What
was he like, 80 years old?
Hey, toots. Yeah. He was older. But he wasn't like, hey, come on over here, you skirt.
Toots is another one.
Skirt, toots. What's another one? What's another like
no.
sugar?
Sugar.
Is sugar
deer.
technically?
Yeah, sugar. People don't want to be
Come
called
here, sugar.
Yeah, it's a little. Unless you're an old black lady, it's not working.
Come here, sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweetheart. No, I sweetheart falls, but like in an office scenario. Hey, googly eyes.
Hey, Janet. Hey, Janet tits.
Yeah. Hey, sugar tits.
Sorry, you're scaring the dog.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Hey, sugar tits. Sugar tits.
Oh, by the way, yeah, sometimes you do those laughs and I have headphones on, you blow my ears
Oh,
out.
it blows your mouth out, or it blows your head off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not the first time that we've gotten that response. We also have it that it's a little too low. New York is telling us that it's a little
No,
too
see, what
low.
happens is when we're talking, it's a little low. I've noticed this. When we're talking, it gets low. You get low.
And then we
You
get
start
all
talking.
hyped up.
You're talking over here, and you're like, yeah, this and that, blah, 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 blah.
And
then when you get really, and then you go,
okay.
Then
I need a headset. If I got like you
need a headset, yeah. Blow your own ears out and see what it's like.
and I have like a NYC.
Oh, so you're going to get the Britney Spears headset?
New York Sync and NSYNC.
Yeah, Britney Spears had one of
What
those.
the fuck was I thinking?
What do you say?
New York Sync. NSYNC. Yeah.
NYC.
And I was like, NSYNC.
New York
New York
Sync.
Sync. Okay, that's one of my thoughts. There are no other terms for ladies.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of nice
Fine, I'll
terms
move on.
like-
I'll move on to my next one. Okay. Would you date a porn star? I watched a documentary the other day about a relationship between a porn star and her husband.
No.
You don't think you could?
No, I wouldn't want to. Not that
Even
I'm
if
saying
you
there's
loved
anything
her?
wrong with it. It's just that,
Like if your loved one just came to you one day and was just like, "Yo, homie, like I just gotta let you know, dog." Like, I mean, she probably doesn't talk like that.
no.
But
I don't
what's
think.
up?
I think that's a gay. I think that's a gay couple.
What's up, Sam? It's me, Jane. But
Jay sometimes says, "Dude, like, dude, look," and I'm like, "Hey, like that's weird." It sounds.
Oh,
weird.
that's okay. I didn't mind that. I've been with chicks who use dude like that. Oh, but she was like, "Hey, what's up, B? I'm a porn star. But
I'm not.
mad
I don't know if
clean,
it would
homie."
work for me because.
Well, you're in a happy relationship, so.
Well, that, but I don't know if it would. I mean, if for fun, for
But
fun,
you wouldn't start a family.
I mean, I did date an ex-stripper. There was that.
No, I mean, I don't know if I could. I think love would have to triumph that pretty hard.
Well,
Like,
that, but also let's make my sex life interesting then. Because you
I
coming
think you would
home
have
and
a
me
free
just
pass
having
at that
missionary,
point, though.
like, is not going to work. Bring some of your friends home from.
I think, yeah. This is a give and take here.
Yeah,
We have to-
like, okay, you want to do porn?
fine.
Yeah.
I want to do porn too. At home. I want you. You bring all them.
I'll
ladies.
film it. If you guys need cameras out, I'll do
Yeah.
that.
You guys need a PA? I got you. You guys need a GIMP?
Be banging while
I'm
you're
your
holding the
dude.
boom mic.
No, that's good. You're doing real great. Nah, see, I
honey,
don't
honey,
know.
leg up.
Nah, see, I don't. You would have to be really.
Well, there was a porn couple that, and you know what's funny is I've seen this dude in porns too, but he comes by and gets tattooed. And
Who is it? The doctor? No, I'm just kidding. They all
doctor?
pretend to be a
Yeah, I
doctor.
don't know, some bald dude, real nice, super nice guy.
Wait, is it the famous bald dude that's in all the memes and stuff?
I don't know if he's in memes, but he does have a podcast. Him and this other dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, but anyway, so every time I see his face, like as I'm scrolling, I'm
And
like,
you're like, yeah.
no, I'm like, it totally ruins it.
Nice.
So I could not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
You like looking over and telling Jen, you're like, yeah, I know this dude. She's
rubbing
like,
one
what
out.
are you doing?
I come out of the bathroom, like, check it out. Look, I know this guy.
Look at this dude. I don't think I could. I think I would. I think
For fun,
I think I tell you what. I could after a certain age.
I'd be a fuck buddy.
If she was like 35 and did, or no, like
What?
45 or 50.
Man, she'd be blown out.
She was doing granny
She'd
stuff.
look like a blown out tire.
Granny stuff. She has no. Her kids are already. You know the kids are gone.
She's 35 and a granny.
No, I'm saying she's 45.
Oh,
She's-
okay. And she's a granny.
She's probably
Damn.
55.
So she's been doing
Yeah,
porn
no,
early.
If you're 45 and you're a granny, that's bad. She's 55. She's an
So
old-
that means her kids started early.
she's a silver fox. And then yeah, I could probably marry her.
So
and
let's
then-
say you're let's say you're in your 50s, right? And
Yes,
then-
I would
and-
marry a
and-
porn
and then-
star.
And then wait. Well, right. I mean, I'm not talking about a porn star. I'm just talking about you meet a woman. She's in her 50s at a bar. You guys start dating, and she's like, "Hey, I have a confession to make.
I do mad granny porn.
I used to do porn. I used to, and then you happen to go.
and now
look-
they want me back.
no. It's all done, right? And then you happen to go look at it, and it's like gangbang. All let's say the biggest like
she
tree
went for
trunk-
a record.
yeah, but with
Big
mandingos,
fellas.
like fucking like
Yeah,
bats.
I just-
shit, and they started using jackhammers, like actual.
Oh,
jackhammers
so they were
with
doing that
dildos.
weird Hungarian shit. Yeah. Like when they're pulling away from it. It looks,
Imagine she's showing this to you, and you're sitting on the couch, and you look up at her, and she's just like, and then it's all.
looks like a Sarlacc pit. Yeah.
Yeah, like they pull out, and it's the predator.
But she's not doing
when
it
he takes
anymore,
his mask
right?
off. No, she hasn't done it for years.
I'm cool.
And then you always wondered why her pussy was so
At least
flabby.
she's getting paid.
Well, this explains why your vagina.
Yeah,
This
You're
explains
like,
why
honey, I thought it was me.
clitoris minoris was so tiny.
No, I think I could, man. Because
You're like,
if
this
you
is
think
why you
about
don't wipe after you shit. It just
there's
falls out.
there's so many other there are so many other people who have done that and didn't get paid. They just do that for the simple fun of it and don't make some
They
money
make
off
a
of
couple
it.
grand off.
If she's like, no, I'm saying people who do that out of the love of doing it, like who like to get tied up and like to get jackhammered.
Oh yeah.
So I'm saying versus a young lady. Or,
So wait,
so I'm saying if she came up to me and was like,
I want to be jackhammered.
this is what I used to do, but
Why
I
is a
did it for
50-year-old
fun.
Damn, this 50-year-old.
She's old. This is how I like them. They're like, this is what I used to do for fun, and
This
and
is
that's
me
when
and
I'd be like,
Nixon.
that's weird. Like, because
Yeah.
then the next question is, can you attach this giant jackhammer to your penis? And fuck me, like no. But if she's like, this is how I paid for my condo. I got jackhammered by Mandingo.
Yeah.
I'd be like, sick dog. Like.
You did what
Cool.
you had to do. I
You
guess.
did what you had to do. This is why I'm out here sugar mama in it. That'd be my line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Like if I think I'd be okay with it
Because you're 50 at this point. Remember, you're
if
50.
I'm just saying about today. Like,
Oh.
let's say I was super single and I started seeing this girl. She's obviously got to be
Super fine.
super fine,
Super fine.
And then she tells me, "Yeah, I
She's
did
doing
porn.
classy stuff. She's doing like Brazer stuff, like
Brazzers."
Brazer. Oh, wow, Mr. Brazer. Sorry, knows the bald guy. knows the, no, get it right when you're talking about
Right,
porn.
Look, it's Brazzers.
Porn-
Sponsored by.
Yeah, by a porn connoisseur over here. But okay, so say it.
I would. Oh, okay. No, I would definitely. It would be a little rough at first, and I'd be like, I don't know. I mean, if she's still doing it, I'd be like, well, let's just have fun at this point. Did you know the dude who was in Silicon Valley? He's also in a couple of commercials. I read an article that he saved his marriage by being a swinger with her. She's a makeup artist, and that's how they met. And they got married, and then he came at her with, hey, so this is not going to work unless, like, we got to change some stuff. And then he told her that this is not going to work unless we change some stuff. And she apparently was just like, okay, let's work this out. So then they went to a therapist, and I guess he was like, I want to be a swinger. Yeah, and she's allowed to, but apparently she's the one who gives all the okays. Everything is through her. And it's an ongoing process of not hurting anybody's feeling, is what he said. But being a swinger helped their relationship out. So,
I don't think you can look at numerous studies that show.
I'd be kind of pissed that you brought it up after the marriage.
Well, because that's what I'm saying. I don't think he saved his marriage. I think he set his marriage up the way that he wanted it to be set up. I think that's a trap. You know,
so he
full
trapped it?
disclosure, yeah, would be right up front.
You know, but yeah, he trapped her, homie. He got her in there.
I'm gonna look the dude up so I put him on blast.
The dude who does the Verizon ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid. I heard him the other day on another show. He's pretty cool. He does a show with Ben Schwartz, I think, every month at the
Thomas
Largo.
Middleditch.
Yep. He's funny. He's a funny dude.
Yeah. So, yeah, apparently he likes to fucking...
Hell yeah. At least he's honest about it, dude.
It wasn't TJ. It was Thomas Middleditch.
Thomas. At least he's honest. You know what I mean? At least he's not like Will Smith lying about it.
Swinging saved my marriage.
Hell yeah, bro. Look at that. And he's swinging on that chick. Yeah. She's a good-looking chick.
She's a makeup artist.
She's an LA8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, she's an LA6.
Okay. I feel your scale in there. Got a good
LA6.
porn scale.
I'm sorry, girl. You're an LA6.
All right. Next note. Hit me with another note sting. Musical note.
Oh,
sting.
musical note.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
here's your
another musical note sting.
Okay, here's your another musical.
All right. Do. 1860 was the last time a hurricane hit Californian soil.
And it just happened recently, didn't it?
It hasn't.
Oh, it hasn't?
That was the
No,
last
that was
time.
Arizona. It happened recently. Yeah.
Oh, what? Is
yeah,
it?
like last year or something. It was like one
A hurricane hit Arizona?
Tornado, sorry.
Oh, yeah, no. This is a hurricane. A hurricane.
Hurricane. That's the bigger one.
That's like a big tropical, mega tropical
Yeah,
storm.
my bad. Isn't there like two more that are hitting?
Well, they might be tropical storms at that point, I think, yeah. But that's why the weather's been the way that it is right now. That's why it's so cool even in the valley right now.
Yeah.
1860!
It has not been cool this last week.
Since a hurricane, it has down there in Westwood. It has.
Okay, Westwood, yeah, but I've been in my shop and that shit sucks.
Oh yeah. See, I haven't been to Sunset in a while. I thought that was an interesting little tidbit. Also, last things to happen in 1860. The last letter that was delivered by the Pony Express was delivered back in 1860. It made a transit from New York all the way to Montgomery, Alabama.
I do not care.
I made that up, so it doesn't really matter. Not the 1860 with the last time the hurricane hit, though. That was a real fact, but my other fact was a made-up fact. I thought that was cool, though. That's crazy. It's interesting that a hurricane hasn't made landfall all the way over here. But I guess it's because of the way the Earth is spinning? I don't know why.
Pretty much, I think the water coming from the direction, like I think we're getting cold water from the north.
Right, yeah.
And then they're getting hot water from the south.
Huh.
Yeah, the way it spins.
All right. And then, I got one final note.
Oh, yeah? What's this final note?
Ooh, nice. Michelle Carpenter, the young lady who was accused of murder when she tried to convince her boyfriend to kill himself via text.
Oh, what happened with that?
She got off.
Oh, shit.
I believe. Did she? I'll check right now. But what do you... Sorry. This is a fake news. This is the fake news segment.
I am not listening to your notes. I'm not listening to your notes anymore.
That's real. No. That's real. That part of it is real. I just don't know if...
No, she got off. Did you see the one girl that buried her newborn?
Her baby and got... Well, it's not that she got away with it, but they were saying it wasn't technically murder. They had to prove... Yeah. What happened with that is they had to prove if the baby was alive or not.
They burned her. She burned the baby.
She burned the baby?
Yeah. After it was born, she didn't want to tell her parents.
So she burned it?
She tried to burn it.
Damn, she got off too, dog.
Yeah, she got like they got her for tampering with a body. That's it.
Crazy. That's crazy. Women
let me tell you, do you know, remember Mighty Ducks 2?
Do I remember Mighty Ducks 2? Hey, real quick before you jump into that, I saw what's his name's nose. It is horrible.
Artie? Yeah, well, that thing's been bad. It's collapsed. There's nothing in there.
Why doesn't he get it reconstructed?
I don't know. Well, now he's finally clean. Yeah.
I saw him, but okay.
Yeah, so, I would get like a fake. I'd be like, guys, stick a piece of wood in there. I don't know. Put a stint.
Yeah, something. I think I knew what you're about to say, but bring it up.
So you know about the Mighty Ducks 2?
The dude who did the murder?
No. So the Mighty Ducks 2 kid. I don't know if there's murder involved. He was also in that Sinbad movie where Sinbad was the
President's Guard?
Yeah, the President's Child's Guard.
First kid or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, she's asleep.
Brock Pierce.
Okay. Brock Pierce?
Brock Pierce. So this kid. Remember Brock Pierce?
Okay, I do.
Yeah.
Lovable kid.
Everyone at home should look up this guy. We're talking about Epstein.
Oh, it's that
level. He's a billionaire.
Is he a billionaire?
He's a billionaire.
Why is he a billionaire? Oh, I'm so confused about what's going on.
I know. So he got into Bitcoin. He's an entrepreneur. He got into all this shit. He quit acting and was a really smart guy. Got into all this entrepreneurial shit. Became friends with all these high-end people. Got into Bitcoin and currency and all that shit. And he
blew up.
He's just a billionaire at this point. Friends with Epstein, crazy sex parties. The two people he used to live with that started one of the companies, those people got caught in Spain with tons of child porn. They used to bang a lot of people, like have these crazy wild orgies.
How have I not heard any of this?
I know! And I happened to fall into this story.
And it's nowhere?
It's...
Nobody's been talking. Good job on this. Good job.
This is what he looks like now. Brock Pierce. Look him up.
Hell yeah. Well, there we go. We don't have a lot of power, but we can bring some of this shit to light. Brock Pierce.
I don't know.
Dirty monster.
I don't know if he was involved, but it sounds like him and his roommates, the guys who have all that child porn, had a lot of big parties where there would be a lot of bad stuff
There
going
has
on.
to be a line. I think eventually, unless you're so good at it that you can hide it forever, which there have been people who can do that. But I mean, I think you have to. And then what do you do at that point? Like, what do I do? Let's say one day if I come in and I see you watching child porn, like, what am I supposed to do? Call the cops immediately? Like,
just be like, hey man, I don't know. If I saw that, I'd be like, hey man, I guess I can't hang out. With you.
Yeah, like,
This
what
is
do
too
you
weird.
do? You do the right thing. You sever.
I would just have
ties.
to, just be like, hey, and
There's
then,
no sitting down and talking to
and then if I
someone
see
about
that you're a big brother to some other little kid, I'd be like, oh no,
or calling you would have to call someone.
I do it like a
Be like, that dude watches kid porn.
I change my voice, like put a pencil in my mouth.
Oh.
But
that's
so yeah,
crazy.
Brock Pierce.
So
he
dirty pedophile. So has he been charged with anything?
Hold on. There was so much to read. It was so much. It was.
I'm glad you brought this. I'm gonna do my
I
research.
sat on a toilet for 2 hours with
reading
this.
it.
Yeah. Brock Pierce is an American entrepreneur known for his work in the cryptocurrency industry. As a child actor, he was in Disney films such as Mighty Ducks 2, The Mighty Ducks, and The First Kid. Blah 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 blah. Yeah.
And they're saying what? What did they find? Or are they just saying he's guilty by association because of the people?
Other ventures references pretty quick.
That's
Well, he got
crazy.
So he'll start up a company. Apparently, he complains about this. He says he starts up companies. They get mad successful, and then all of a sudden, all of his other allegations pop back up. Even if he has nothing to do with it, he was associated with all that. Just because he's associated with that, they buy him out or they kick him out of his own companies, pretty much. And then he goes and starts another venture.
Just a billionaire complaining.
Yeah,
about shit.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I can.
But
That's crazy.
He probably. Yeah, okay, I was never there.
Who knows?
I was not there, so I can't be like, yeah, he fucked kids. But he was associated with a lot of people that fuck kids and had big parties with those
That
same
guilty
people.
by association thing, like it'd be different if you just happen to know them. If you were like, "Oh yeah, my upstairs neighbor, they ask for a cup of sugar."
But
every
dude,
now
but
and
don't
then.
you think you're this smart? You would know all the
Hell yeah,
allegations of the
bro.
people around you, and why would you want to associate with
Hell
those people?
yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Even if they have some good stuff like that'll help your business in the
No.
long run, don't party with them.
try
Just
not to
keep
shake
it over a
hands.
phone.
Because that mud, I can't remember the old saying, but that mud comes over to your hand after you shake
I mean,
that hand.
even hearing people using Epstein's plane, and even if
Yeah.
even if Epstein was like, "Yeah, use my plane," and they're like, "Oh, thanks, man." Just that alone, now people are having to be like, "No, I mean, I just used this plane.
I
guys.
literally just used this plane."
Just use this plane."
yeah, to rape a bunch of fucking kids. Turns out she did get convicted, homie.
He did.
The chick did. She got convicted. It
Oh.
looks like to 15 months in jail for urging her suicidal boyfriend
Oh, the
via
chick,
text
yes.
messages to take his own life.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this once, like on an old episode, about the young man. If not, the case is the boy was having emotional issues, was dating this chick, was going through a lot of issues.
What if she was just like finally like, just fucking do it.
I read the text. That's what she does. She literally goes,
I have enough of this. Just do it.
not necessarily that she has enough of it, but she essentially says, look, it'll all be over when you're done with it. Everybody will be fine. We'll take care of everybody when you're gone.
Yeah, that's
yeah. So
that's
so
next
he's
level.
like, I don't know if I want to do this. And she's like, just do it. Like, just do it. Like, and there's the texts go on.
I tell her
throughout the
I would
day.
I'd put her in jail.
I mean,
Like, because if I saw the text message being like, honey, don't, this and that, honey, don't, 2 hours later, you know what? Fuck it. Just do it. And then that's it. That was your last text.
you couldn't hold her accountable at that point.
That
right?
point, you couldn't.
But if she's going,
But from what you just told me,
Yeah.
I'm holding her accountable.
she's going like, yeah, man, just
The dude would eventually have killed himself over something. That's like me when
That's
I had.
what I mean.
I had a bumper sticker in high school that said "Save the planet, kill yourself." They took me out of class one day and made me. I had it for a year too. They took me out of class one day. Some teacher saw it in the parking lot, and they made me take. They made me take it off. But I was trying to argue with them. I was like, "Listen, guys, if someone reads that and kills themselves, they could have just looked at a car commercial.
Yeah,
and killed
anything
themselves.
would have made them do that. Like a Sarah McLachlan commercial would have made them do that.
Exactly. That would have been the breaking. So if but whatever.
Yeah, but she was saying shit like you'll always say you're gonna do it, but you never do.
Yeah.
Link to a child star turned cryptocurrency mogul. That's crazy. That's a good find. I had no idea that was going on.
Yeah, me neither. And I was like, damn. And it's kind of cool that he's a billionaire. Not that cool, the whole Epstein thing, but think
cool that he survived.
That he was like that big of a. You got to be some sort of smart kind of person to go from child star to,
or make a fat bet on a random a random ride. Yeah, there you go. And I think that does it for my notes.
No more fake news?
No. Hit me with some background jams, though.
You want some background?
Hit me with some background jams. So, I think, because, damn, we're almost done.
All right, good.
Yeah, we kind of ran through that on that end.
There's a lot of rants.
So this was a pretty fast one, going for that perfect hour. There's one last thing before we do shout-outs and closing stuff, which we'll probably all do in one go. Hit me with a hip-hoppy kind of thing, because there's something that made me laugh the other day a lot. And it's something I've been meaning to try and bring up for a hot minute. There's this new type of... Well, it's not new. I just heard it in an album recently.
Oh, great. Here we have a commercial. Brought to you by something. I don't even know what this is. There's just a bunch of teeth on here. Dental liners. Yes,
It's
brought to you
fine.
by dental liners.
So I was re-listening to the Blonde album by Frank Ocean, and I was just kind of chilling there listening to it. And there's a lyric in there, and I'm probably saying this wrong, but it's within the it's within the thing where it goes. The dude goes, if you're ever thinking of a thought that you thought that you could think, then you're thinking that thought without thinking it.
Say it again.
If you're thinking of a thought that
Oh my God.
yeah, if you're thinking of a thought that was thought, then thinking that thought was possible because you thought it or something. It's
Can you read it?
Well, this is just me typing it when I heard it. This isn't the actual lyrics, but it had something to do with thinking of a thought that thought was thinking that was the thought that could have possibly been thought. So it's like I have no way of describing it, but it was something I rap like that sometimes when I'm in the car, but and I've wanted because I have no other way to explain it to someone until I heard that song, and he was literally just saying that it was so. And the way it would go is if it was like. So the dude would go by like, and then you never thought of thinking about a thought that was thinking, because once you thought that thought, you just thought it, because that thought was something that you think about, because thinking about thoughts are thoughts that you think. And
It makes no sense. So dumb. That's not rap.
It's great, and it's something that I do to make myself laugh sometimes. So give me another beat, and I can do it with. It's awesome. It's so fun, and I'll sit there for like 30 minutes, but you just use one phrase. And it's literally, and you're just like, you're like, when you learn how to tie your shoes, you know how to tie your shoes.
It just changed.
No, you're good, but that's literally it. Would be like, it'd be like
tying shoes and ties.
So
and ties
when you
and
learn
neck
how to
and
tie
neck
your
and
shoes, you know how to tie your shoes, because once you tied them, you've learned how to tie your shoes. And what else about some shoes? You know how to tie them. And if you know how to tie them, you can teach other people how to tie their shoes. And
bunny ears, bunny ears, bunny ears, bunny ears, and then that's the chorus.
That's literally it. That's literally it. And I was like, and it was funny that you were talking about I could make songs like that. And when
Dude, the other day I was laughing. I made Jane crack up because she didn't realize. You know that song that's all, I'm so bad at goodbyes. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Yeah, he's all, I'm so bad at goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'm so bad at goodbye.
I probably have to hear it.
That's literally it. And I'm like, for someone who's so bad at goodbye, he's sure saying it a
lot.
lot.
Yeah. The music this day is crazy. And so when I heard that Frank Ocean thing, and then I heard you talking about making music, I was like, yeah, you could really.
If I had a good beat, I could just sit here and be like, looking on my apps, iTunes Store, notes and reminders, news and more. Boom.
You got a banger. Or you could just be like, doing the dishes and learning how to do dishes, because once you do dishes, you got dishes, and those dishes get done, and those dishes get
Dishes
done,
and bitches and bitches and dishes and
yeah,
stitches and
literally,
ditches.
it's so great. I love it so much.
Mina got stitches and stitches and ditches and bitches and ditches.
And if you know how to dance, then you're just dancing. But then you can teach other people how to dance, and they're just dancing also, and everyone's dancing, and you were all dancing, and yeah, it's
dancing and dancing and dancing.
I died when I heard that, but I just thought it was funny.
No, that's literally it.
That's the state of music now.
But you can at least, you could sort of sing along to it, and if there's a good beat and a good drop, it's cool. It's just that every song can't be like, you can't have a slow song. I'm noticing all these people have these very generic, long, slow raps that's doing that. It's just like fuzzy toys.
Yeah.
But
I'm on my way to go and get some milk, and once I get that milk, then I'll make something with milk, like chocolate milk.
Milk,
You're
give
just
me
like, milk, give me some milk. And then you're just like, fuck, bro, you guys are wild.
Tim Dillon was talking about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was talking about that, and he was listening to some girl. She's all gobbledy goobledy boodly boodle doogly boogly goggledy. She's
Yeah.
like, there's shit on your dick and googly booty, shit on your dick and
Some of
goggly
that
booty.
stuff will work, but like I said, in this particular example where he used the same thought sentence, if you're thinking a thought that you thought, then that thought has already been thought, and you're thinking about thinking thoughts, then those thoughts have already been thought also, and you're just like, oh my god, like what is going on right now? But that was just kind of the last note. We're right here, guys, at the final hour, actually kind of going over it. I do want to thank our sponsors, Blue Duck, who's currently in Italy right now. Please be safe. I also want to thank the Tree Network on Instagram. The Tree Network, a big supporter of ours since day one. If you are in the greater Des Moines area and you need any type of arboreal conquest done, make sure that you guys check them out on Instagram. That's the Tree Network. Also, make sure that you guys check us out on YouTube. Binge on this. We also have Olden Times TV, where we review a bunch of cool stuff. We have Happy News with Perry Kurtz. What else do we have? Same of All Trades, Reading Ronins, What's Hood with FC. Got a bunch of stuff.
Is that
out
even
there.
happening?
I have it all set up.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll all go this week. Perry's will go this week. The mic has been sent out to FC.
Yeah.
His first stuff is going to come out next week. But we're moving. Where can they find you, my friend?
They can find me on Instagram at Sam_tattoo_13, where you can shoot me a DM and I will maybe get back to you, or maybe no, I'll probably say hi.
And if you guys have any other sexist terms for women in the office, you can find me at Golden Eyed Fools Productions. That's Golden Eyed Fools, FOOS Productions, on Instagram. And if you guys really, really want to help us out, please subscribe, share, comment, like, tell your granny, tell your uncle. Hit me with the play out beat. And then, other than that, guys, remember to love each other, stay safe, and to dream the dream of 1,000 dreams.
Geronimo!
Remember to think the thoughts that you have thought, and once you've thought those thoughts, you're thinking them, and those thoughts will become other thoughts that you've thought about. Now you're thinking that thought, but if you never thought about that thought, then that thought would be another thought that you thought of, and those thoughts all turn into other thoughts, and those thoughts become